All right, let's just jump right into this. Affiliate blogging is one of the very few online business models where every single article you publish basically becomes a 24/7 salesperson, and they work for you indefinitely. Seriously, an article you wrote 3 years ago can absolutely still be your highest earner today. But look, most people who attempt this, they fail. They pick the wrong niche, they write the wrong types of articles, or they just quit before the SEO even has a chance to compound. So today, we are breaking down a complete 18-step playbook from Income Systems AI that completely shifts this paradigm. It's a system that takes a standard blog and turns it into an automated, sellable asset using AI tools. You see, AI has completely changed the equation. It removes that overwhelming writing volume and the crazy SEO complexity that used to gatekeep this whole industry. By the end of this explainer, you're going to see exactly how to validate a niche in 48 hours, publish 3 to 5 articles in your first week, and actually build a true automated asset.
I want you to think about this number for a second, $150,000. Because what we're really talking about building here is a piece of digital real estate. A simple blog earning $5,000 a month in affiliate commissions, that's not just a nice little side hustle. Based on standard industry multiples, that blog is an actual asset worth anywhere from $150,000 to $200,000 when you go to sell it on platforms like Empire Flippers or Flippa. You aren't just earning monthly cash flow here, you are literally building equity.
So the crucial point is we need to set aside all that generic make money online hype and just look at the pragmatic, math-backed reality. This playbook is designed for smart adults who have maybe 5 to 10 hours a week to invest. Once you're at scale, the realistic revenue ranges from $2,000 to $15,000 a month. You can usually see your first commission in about 30 days. And the operating costs? They're incredibly lean. We're talking $0 to $50 a month for basic hosting and tools. Plus, unlike e-commerce, there is absolutely zero inventory required. But let's be completely clear. It takes a solid 3 to 12 months of consistent effort to reach that life-changing scale.
Okay, let's dive into Phase 1, finding your money niche. Before you even think about writing a single word, you have to find the right niche. Honestly, choosing wrong here is the #1 reason beginners fail before they even start. We really need to bust the myth that all niches are created equal. Let's say you go into generic personal finance. You might earn a tiny $3 to $8 one-time payout. Now compare that to the AI and SaaS software niche. That pays $50 to $300 per sale. And get this, it often provides recurring monthly commissions. Think about it. If a SaaS tool pays you $40 a month, that one single referral compounds to $480 a year. You also want to target programs with 60 to 90-day cookie windows. If you only have a 30-day cookie, you completely lose the sale if a buyer takes 5 weeks to decide. Targeting high-ticket, recurring niches with long cookie windows, it fundamentally changes the entire math of the business. And the playbook actually details 10 specific high-commission niches exactly like this to get you started. Once you've nailed down your niche, you need to rank. But how on earth do you rank a brand new site from scratch with absolutely zero backlinks? Well, the secret weapon here is content cluster architecture. You don't just throw random posts at the wall to see what sticks. Instead, you write one massive pillar article, over 3,000 words, targeting a broad primary keyword. Then you surround it with 5 specific cluster articles. These target highly specific long-tail keywords. So instead of just best credit cards, you'd target something like best credit card for freelancers in Canada. By strategically linking these 6 articles together, it's like a giant neon sign signaling your topical authority to Google. This strategy is exactly how a brand new domain can rank for commercial keywords completely organically.
Moving right along to Phase 2, creating content that ranks.
Now, AI has absolutely revolutionized content creation, for sure. But it is not a magic bullet. You need an ideal balance. AI handles 80% of the heavy lifting, the outlines, the drafting, the formatting, but you absolutely must inject the final 20% yourself. I'm talking verifying facts, adding your own personal insights, and stripping out the fluff. This human element, paired with a 15-point on-page SEO checklist outlined in the playbook, is exactly what Google's EEAT system, experience, expertise, authoritativeness, and trustworthiness, specifically rewards to bump you up to page 1.
All right, so once readers land on your page, we need them to actually convert, right? You have to build in specific structural choices that serve both Google's algorithm and the reader's trust. You need hooks that immediately agitate their exact problem. You want a quick 5-bullet key takeaway box right at the top, because let's face it, people scan before they read, and you've got to include comparison tables. Readers who engage with comparison tables actually convert at 3 to 5 times the rate of normal text. It's a huge difference. You'll also want FAQ sections to capture Google's People Also Ask snippets, and you should always keep the writing punchy, aiming for about an 8th to 10th grade reading level.
Next up, phases 3 and 4, technical SEO and the monetization stack.
Under the hood, you're going to need fast hosting and some authoritative backlinks from platforms like Hero, Connectively, or Strategic Guest Posting. That builds the foundation. Now, once that traffic starts rolling in, let's talk about layering your monetization. Affiliate commissions from aggregator networks like ShareSale or Impact, those are your core revenue. But display ads, that's your passive bonus layer. When you're just starting out, you use Google AdSense, earning maybe $8 to $15 per thousand visitors, which we call RPM. But as you scale past 10,000 sessions, boom, you unlock a ZOIC for higher RPMs. Hit 50,000 sessions, and you qualify for premium networks like Mediavine, where you're earning $25 to $45 per thousand visitors. So literally, just scaling your traffic unlocks these higher-paying tiers. It's like giving yourself an automatic raise just for growing.
And while you're monetizing all that traffic, you absolutely have to do this. Build an email list from day one. Google algorithm updates are gonna happen. Traffic is going to fluctuate. But your email list? That's the only audience you truly own and control. The playbook emphasizes embedding specific lead magnets right into your articles to capture those emails, and then using a 5-email welcome sequence to gently convert subscribers into buyers. And from there, the system shows you how to take that single article and repurpose it into 6 completely different distribution channels. That maximizes your reach and builds a fortress around your business to protect against sudden platform shifts.
All right, phase 5, scale and protect.
Once you've got some initial traffic, your goal shifts. You move into batch producing up to 50-plus articles while aggressively defending the rankings you already have. You do this with a strict tactical response system. Say an article drops 3 to 5 positions. That's a low-severity alert. No big deal. You just go in and update the stats and the last modified date within 14 days. But a drop of 5 to 10 positions, okay, that's medium severity. You need to expand the word count and add some new people also ask questions within a week. Now, if you drop more than 10 positions, that's a high alert. You need a major rewrite within 48 hours. Doing this weekly analytics review to see what's actually driving revenue catches those drops before they can do any real damage.
And hey, protection also means avoiding those massive red flags that trigger Google's spam algorithms. You've got to watch out for things like thin AI content that has zero human experience baked in, or mismatched search intent, like when a product review reads more like a generic listicle. You also want to avoid exact match anchor text spam, over-monetizing with way too many affiliate links in one article, or worst of all, purchasing low-quality backlinks. This is exactly why that 20% human touch we talked about earlier is so absolutely crucial. It's your ultimate shield. It proves to Google that a real, living expert is actually curating this information.
Finally, phase 6, the multi-figure exit.
This is the really fun part, where we shift your mindset from just running a monthly side hustle to selling a highly liquid digital asset on brokers like Empire Flippers, Flippa, or FI International. Typically, these sites sell for a 30 to 40x multiple of their monthly revenue. So, if your blog generates just $1,000 a month, content operators will swoop in and buy it for $30,000 to $40,000. If you scale that to $5,000 a month using those batching techniques, content funds will acquire it for $150,000 to $200,000. And at $10K a month, you are looking at a $300,000 to $400,000 exit to private equity. Plus, if you follow the Playbook's pre-sale checklist, you can actually bump up that final sale price by an extra 20 to 40%.
Which really brings us to the core philosophy of this entire system. AI plus SEO plus affiliate links equals an income machine. This simple equation from the source material perfectly sums up the permanent paradigm shift that AI has brought to blogging. It handles the exhausting manual labor of content creation, which frees you up to focus entirely on the high-level strategy, making that human connection and building a sellable asset.
So, if you want to dig into the exact prompts and checklists we just talked about, the source material we explored today is available over at incomesystemsai.gumroad.com. You can grab the Affiliate Blogging with AI Playbook on its own for $19 CAD, or you can pick up their full 10 Playbook bundle for $97 CAD. And just a quick tip, this playbook actually pairs incredibly well with their lo-fi YouTube strategy. It's the exact same content as an asset philosophy, you're just applying it to a different platform to stack multiple streams of income.
So, I'm going to leave you with this final thought. Are you ready to stop trading your time for money and start building an automated asset that pays you while you sleep? The AI tools are out there, the 18-step roadmap is clear, and those 30 to 40x multiples are just waiting for you. Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and I'll see you in the next one.